How is everybody doing? It looks like we have three people waiting or watching. Hope y'all are doing well. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me okay. I don't know if we're live. It says we're live, so I guess we're live. Oh, there we. Oh, I always forget to mute. It says we're live, so I guess I always forget to mute my other computer or my computer. So we're gonna talk tonight. And what it is I tell you what, I, this mic bugs me. It may sound, I don't know how it sounds, but it kind of bugs me sitting right there. Anyway, I've been noticing a downhill trend that Walmart Spark has taken. And I made a post on Reddit and I was just sitting there reading through all the comments. I actually got quite a few comments, and most of them was not too nice towards Spark, but overall, one says it definitely went downhill. The worst part is the orders get passed on to point pickup or Uber and get cut in half of what Spark was offering. Walmart is ruining a good thing. Next comment I can't read because of the language in it, but let's just say everybody is noticing it going down. How you doing, Rodney? Hope everything is well in your neck of the woods. I can still see that mic. There, now it's out. It's not right up in my face. I know there's a lot of people that do their lives and they have that mic right up in their face or like right here. That bugs me. If it's over on this side, it wouldn't bother me because I can't see on that side. So maybe I need to switch the mic around. Anyway, so do y'all do the ones that do Walmart Spark? Have y'all noticed it? You know, everybody that I know of, that base pay has hit them now. The reduction of the base pay, it's $6.50, and thing of it is it seems to be going downhill, and their apps have been messing up like crazy. I talked to one of the nicest tech support people I've ever talked to in any app, whether it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, or whatever. She was actually, "Hey Steve, how you doing? I clicked over. I forgot about the live stream you had, and I clicked over and you were on our live stream. I guess y'all got it wrapped up. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay though." Anyway, nicest tech agent that I had talked to, and she was from Georgia, as in the United States. So she was easy to understand for me. And she filled me in on some things that there's things going on in the Walmart apps world and their whole system. Everything. They're switching them from DDI, and they're trying to try new things. I won't. I didn't learn anything that was critical or anything. She didn't. She can't. They can't release a lot of information, which we all understand that. But anyway, there are changes going on, and there's a new version that came out today. What was it? I'm on version 3.13. So it was 3.12.1. Now it's 3.13.1. And there will be a 3.14.1 real soon, because there were some things that she was telling me to check in the app. We had a good conversation. And those things that are supposed to be showing up on our end are not there. So she was going to have to take notes of that and put that up in their little meetings. So anyway, it was a good conversation. How you doing, Tommy? Hope you're doing well, Mr. Frank. Rodney just woke up. I finished in time for yours, buddy. That's cool. I appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, I just woke up. And I'll be watching the replay. Yeah, I meant to watch Steve's, but we are embarking on a little adventure in the morning, and I was having to find some wintry type clothes. We're used to the 90s and around 100 here, and where we're going, the lows are in the 30s, low 30s, like 30 degrees, and the highs are around 60. That's our final destination. So when you're going from 95 to 100 degrees for that cold, I had to find a jacket and some long sleeve shirts and long pants because I always wear shorts, even even in the wintertime here, unless it gets really cold. But in the wintertime here, 40 to 45, you can still wear shorts unless you're going to be outside all day, which I haven't had a job that I had to be outside all day in a long time. But anyway, having to get ready for that, and we're going to be heading out in the morning. I am ready. I'm so ready. It was a good interview. My third with Harry, I feel like helped humanize him to y'all a bit. I actually, I've watched some, but I haven't watched a whole lot, so I don't really know his style or what all he puts out. Uh, Steve, we're going to Trinidad and then Gunnison. We're going to stay in Trinidad tomorrow night, and then we'll be heading to Gunnison. Friday morning? Be there till Sunday. Yeah, I think we're leaving Sunday or we're leaving Monday. I can't remember.
No, we're leaving Sunday.
Oh, we're leaving Sunday. So anyway, hoping to get some good photo opportunities. We're going to get out of town, going to relax and enjoy everything, but also do a lot of photography. You know, um, put this camera to work. Now, we was told about the Royal Gorge. It's supposed to be right around Gunnison, so we're going to pay that a visit. Well, how far are you from Gunnison, Steve? I thought you was in the Denver area. So that's what, north? That'd be north of Gunnison. I guess back northeast a little bit, if I remember. Gunnison has this crazy fishing spot. Thanks for mentioning that. We had talked about that last night, and I have two rod and reels. They're traveling rod and reels. One of them's actually in a case, and the other one's a three-piece rod, which I don't really care for a three-piece rod, but for a traveling rod and reel, they're good, and we're going to put them in the car. Probably have to get the temporary license. I'm assuming you can do it like I did in New Mexico. It wasn't that much. I don't remember how much it was. It gave you like 3 days of non-resident fishing. So Gunnison's 2.5 hours, but I'll drive all over the mountains. How you doing, Mr. Giggly? I hope everything's going well down your way. Huge deal fishing spot. Huh. Well, we're going to have to check into that. I've had trout before, but I'd never really cleaned a trout, and they don't exactly fillet like crappie and bass do. Royal Gorge Bridge. That's we're going to try to make that. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. Well, we'll be there, and you got my number. So anyway, and those who do Walmart Spark, have y'all noticed the decline in orders? Not quality or quantity, but the quality of it. I've noticed a lot of orders are $9, and that's kind of the second part of this was the know your worth. I mean, I think there's been several people that's talked about it, but it's true. And a lot of people take the $9 orders and they think, oh, 4 miles, $9. Man, that's good. You're doing 2 trips. So that's $4.50 a order. There was actually one today. It was paid out $15.66. It was a .com order for 5 orders. So what did we figure? $3 and some change per order. That's getting to be DoorDash quality there. How you doing, Miss Lisa? We're just talking about I guess you just heard what I said. So, but that was one of the worst .com orders I've seen. But there's been a bunch coming out. I mean, they're like 19 or 20 bucks for 12 orders, going 24 miles, and just stuff like that, and just the average orders. Some of them don't even barely hit. I mean, they're 650, and they may be going 8 or 9 miles. I had one yesterday. It was 650, and it had 114 items. That's ridiculous. I don't know. I would be ashamed to put that through the computer system. Of course, nobody probably physically sees that. It's all computer done on the computer, but they ought to have standards. And people ordering that stuff ought to have some standards too. And I really have a feeling the majority of the Walmart customers think that Spark drivers work for Walmart and we're making hourly pay. That's the only thing I can think of why they wouldn't want to tip. If they realized we don't work for Walmart and we don't get an hourly pay, it's awful. And the bad thing is it's getting worse. And I mentioned that to the tech today, and she didn't have much to say on that. She knows. I'm sure they hear it all the time. Catch back up here. I'm dashing right now, so I'll be in and out. All right, making that money. Yeah, the orders have been crazy lately. Yeah, they have. Well, I really think, I know for a fact they was doing some changes in the computer system, because I don't know if y'all watched the other videos. I was having issues Sunday with the orders not showing complete. Okay. And until they're complete, you're not going to get any more orders. So, anyway, long story short, I talked to 4 different driver support agents. One of them said that they were getting ready for tomorrow, which I asked. I said, what y'all got something big coming out? And he said, all I can say is we have some system changes coming up. So I really think there's pay model changes. I think there's a lot of different changes. There's on today with the technician I was talking to, there's going to be on that, when you go to help, there's going to be a button which you can click, and it says more, and you'll have the opportunity to go in there and give feedback of the app. So that way it helps the techs. That feature was supposed to be on this update, which it's not on Android. It may be on iOS, but not on Android. But anyway, I thought about doing Spark, but then thought it might not be great. Well, watch and make sure if you do an order, and I don't know if you've had this problem up there, Lisa, or not, but make sure it goes to complete. Some people are saying, oh, if you wait an hour, it'll show up. Well, if you wait an hour, guess what? You don't get no orders. I didn't think that was the situation, but yesterday I sat there and waited 1 hour, never got a single order. I wound up uninstalling the app, reinstalling it, and then it came up and it said resume order. I'm like, what? So I called support. They had to manually go in there and finalize it. Happened again today. This time it was with an alcohol order. So, I uninstalled and reinstalled the app, and then it let me resume the order. So I could have finalized it, but with it being an alcohol order, you have to scan the ID and they have to sign for it. And there's no way to do that because I was long gone from that customer. So after the technician was able to go ahead and complete that order for me. So, sure. Okay. Let me open that link in a new tab. Open link in new tab, and I will check that out. Thank you, Steve. How you doing, Michael? Michael says, I think they profile the base pay by time. Lots of midweek orders during the day is 9 for 2 to 4 miles. Same orders on the other spectrum on the Sunday night are 13 to 15 for that mileage and get the full 8 plus. I haven't seen any orders for that. Not now. All of them are $6.50 base pay and $7 base pay, unless it's a batch order, and then both orders with no tip is $9. That's every day, all day, weekends and all. Some of them, if they add a tip, it'll go up. But I do know they supposedly go by the weight, the distance, and there's some more factors that's involved in there. So it might not be a $6.50 base pay; it may be a $6.91 base pay. So something makes the change come up, and I didn't know that until I had talked to somebody. Yeah, oh, how you doing, Miss Lola? Yeah, bummer on Spark. Yeah, well, Spark is still in my area. It's still better than DoorDash and Uber Eats and the rest of them, but it's it's becoming where you really have to pick and choose. Whereas I rejected more Sunday, I think it was, than I ever did on DoorDash.
I got good orders Sunday.
Emily says she got good orders Sunday. Or was it Monday that I rejected them all? Sunday or Monday, I rejected a bunch of them.
Monday, because Sundays are good.
Yeah, it might have been Monday. I lose track. I'm old. Not that old. But anyway, yeah, I've never rejected that many orders, and I hate to reject them because I don't know. I like to see my ratings high, but I'm afraid they're heading for an all-time low on the acceptance rating. Oh, where we at? Yes, many times. Mountain lion, never in 25 years. Out here have I seen any. Never seen no mountain lions. We actually had mountain lions in Texas years and years and years ago. Long.
One across the road in front of me at Munster.
Oh, if y'all know where Munster, Texas is, which I know you're not going to know, it's Munster, I believe. It's a German town actually. That well, by the name, it's kind of obvious, but they have a beer. Is it a beer sausage fest?
Sausage. Well, they have Oktoberfest.
October. Well, it's a big beer bash. Beer, sausage, cheese. Anyway, Emily was just saying that she had saw a mountain lion down there. So I guess they're still around. I've never personally. The only thing I've seen around here is a black panther, and that's been about 25 years ago.
Well, it was a big black cat
Oh.
across the road in front of me. It was big.
I'm actually kind of hoping to see a bear. Emily said that she has had an experience with a bear trying to come in the back door of a trailer house
in New Mexico.
In New Mexico, I said I want to see one, but I don't want it to be that kind of situation. I want it to be within photo distance. That's close enough for me. Sausage Fest. Pork chop, how you doing? Grandpa, I'm late, but for the party, I was at the grocery store. Well, hey, I hope you got some good groceries and didn't spend all your hard-earned money. We got a pretty good black bear and mountain lion in West Texas. I never thought about black bear in West Texas. I heard that they have some out in East Texas, over into Louisiana and Arkansas. No, well, are those brown bears? No, I guess they're black bears. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have nothing. We got coyotes and bobcats around here, and possums and foxes, and I actually haven't seen a lot of foxes, but they're around. I do see them. Yeah, I hear they get in the trash cans pretty bad. Yes, uh, I hike 14ers, and I'm working forward for my search and rescue search. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that search and rescue. I hope you don't have to come and search and rescue us. We probably won't get that far up in there. Bears in the big thicket too, Grandpa. In the Big Bend area. Yeah, I've heard they was down that way, but I've just never seen one in nature. You know, I've seen them at the zoo, but I've never seen one out. And when I was in Red River, New Mexico, a few years ago, was trying to find one, just take pictures of. And you go up them forest roads and some of those free camping areas, and it has signs that they're, be bear aware. I think is what the signs say. But anyway, never saw him. So going way on up higher. So maybe we'll see some bears. Maybe we won't. But hopefully we see some fall leaf color changes. That's kind of what I'm really wanting is the change of the season, how the leaves turn on the aspens and all that. I think it would be pretty pictures. How you doing, Matt? I'm getting my hiking gear together. When you're out this way, I'll take you. Amazing. I wished I was in better shape. I can still go hiking, but I know my limits. And to do some true hiking up in mountains, I'm not really in the shape for it. I mean, I might could get in better shape for it, but not great shape. Oh, the black bears I've seen were in Colorado, New Mexico, and Lake Tahoe, and a grizzly in Yellowstone. Someday I'd like to go to Yellowstone. That would be cool. And when you said Yellowstone, my mind went to some of the YouTube channels that I have over on Dirty Shoes Adventures, and all the different parks that some of those people get to go to. I'd love to go someday. Someday, knock on wood, we'll make it up there. But for now, I haven't been to Colorado probably since I was probably 8, 9. I know my mom's probably watching this, and if she could chime in, she could tell you. I think I was probably 8 or 9, somewhere in there, and it was fantastic. I remember big old mosquitoes. I don't even remember what time. All I remember is there was still snow up on the peaks, but it was, I want to say it was like June, July, somewhere in there. And if y'all are into camping and all that, the Lost on Land that y'all see here in the chat is going to have a meetup this month. I was wanting to go, but we're going to Colorado. So, a toss up between Abilene State Park and Colorado. You kind of figure out which one won. I'd like to see everybody. There's some good people. If y'all are into the RV life or the camping and all that, y'all might ask Miss Lola about. I can't remember the dates. I think it was like October 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there at Abilene State Park, Texas, of course. But we were out driving right after dawn in Yellowstone and saw a grizzly on the side of the mountain eating berries. It was made very funny because I was in a car. That's when you needed a good telephoto lens. And I've got a telephoto lens on this camera, but it's only I think it was a 250 millimeter, and you really need 800 to 1200 to really do good. But that's a lot of money. Maybe someday, but with that kind of lens, you need to be making some money with it, or can afford that kind of hobby. Even in Texas, I carry bear spray, even for stray dogs, if nothing else. I was, Alaska Gigs and Guns gave me a link to some bear spray, and I looked it up and I was going to order some, and I actually just kind of forgot about it. But luckily, knock on wood, Emily hadn't been so lucky with the dogs, but I've been lucky with the dogs. But I've got a habit of when I open the car door up, I'll whistle for a dog, and then I'll look around for a dog bowl or whatever. And if I see one or hear them, I would just text or call the customer. But Emily wasn't so lucky on her situation. Oh, Mr. Henry, how are you? October 20th, but it's sold out. That's cool. I'm glad. I mean, I'm sad that it's sold out, but I'm glad it's going to be a big turnout. Ah, man, I wish that I could go, but you know, finances. You got taking a trip like Colorado. It's hard to finance a trip to Abilene from here, but I don't know. I know you'll probably have another one next year, so maybe I can make that one. Forehand Strike Game Channel. I tried DoorDash for a week, and after they promised me a $200 bonus for doing over 20 deliveries in a week, I completed the challenge and called corporate over 14 times, and they never gave me a bonus. I don't have nothing to say about DoorDash. I say DoorDash. If Walmart Spark keeps going the direction it's going, I still have DoorDash on my phone, and Uber Eats, and Grubhub, and Favor, and
Get on DoorDash.
huh?
You can't get on DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash is almost impossible to get on. But
And then they'll let you on for 30 minutes.
yeah, Colorado is one of my favorite states. It's been a day or two since I've been to Colorado. But was in New Mexico 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Loved it. So I really think I'm really going to love Colorado because that's even further up. That was Red River was where it was at before. I wanted to move to Red River, but it didn't happen. You don't want to come across a pack of stray dogs in the woods while you're hiking or camping. Well, when I'm out like that, I have carry my little friend on my hip, and mainly it's for wild hogs because we have a lot of wild hogs around here. Well, I'm sure y'all do down there too. They're running rampant everywhere, and I wanted something to eliminate the situation quickly, and it would. Wild dogs, I don't know. Might need a shotgun for that one. You might have to take out more than one at a time. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one for it. Forehand Strike Game Channel. Um, I don't know who would be. You probably watch some of these different channels, and there's a lot of people that's really smart on the DoorDash stuff. I mean, I know some of it, but as far as talking to who to talk to on a situation like that, I never got an opportunity to get any kind of bonuses like that. When I went driving for DoorDash, you could get incentives, but nothing like that. And that's been 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So you don't want to come. Okay, I read that one. I'm trying to keep up here. Frank says I'm only doing DoorDash, and it's not as much as I was doing months ago. I'm making more at my W-2 job right now. Lisa, Grandpa, enjoy your vacation. I can't wait until I take mine to Oklahoma. Yeah, you're supposed to be going to Oklahoma City or Norman or somewhere. I remember you talking about that. That's just right up the road from here. Well, right up the road, 120 miles, about 2 hours. May meet Mr. Gary Middleton over there in Oklahoma. He's around the Oklahoma City area. And Henry's in the Oklahoma City area. I think Henry's in Norman, if I remember right. Did we lose him? Did we lose me? Am I lost? Am I still here? Knock knock. Hello. I'm multi-app in Norman in 25 minutes. I think I'm. Am I still alive? Am I still here? I think I'm still alive and still here. I got a pulse anyway. I'm getting a free Airbnb in Middleton. There you go. There you go. That's cool. Oh, okay. Hey, Bud Soda, how you doing? Where was you, Bud Soda? Usually you hit Pedro's lives on Sunday night, and I didn't see you on there. I hope everything was all right. Okay, okay. I went. The week before last, apparently my camera was freezing up. I don't know if the internet was bad or what, but I might not have had it plugged in good. You was asleep. Good. You probably need to stop and crash out for a while. But yeah, anyway, on the spark orders, y'all just don't. Most of y'all are experienced, but somebody that's new to it, if you're watching this, even on a replay, don't sell yourself short. Like I was saying earlier, there was a .com order, $15.66 for 5 deliveries. That sounds good, right? That's $3 a delivery. The worst DoorDash order you can get is $2.50. That's only 50 cents difference. So don't sell yourself short. You're better than that. Speaking of crashing out, I'm out for the night. Good night, Brandon. Thank you for dropping by, Miss Lola. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you before or talk to you or something before the meetup. But if not, I hope everything turns out good. And be sure and tell everybody howdy. I'd like to be there, but I'm sure somebody will probably be. I'll be watching the videos. That's for sure. So y'all be safe out there, and don't let the bears get you down there in Abilene. The black and whites with the lights going is what I mean. Yeah, I'll be around. But sort of, you're also enjoying races. But I just can't believe the the orders that are coming out. And what's good is apparently we have a lot of veteran drivers around here driving for Spark. I mean, there's new ones, but a lot of times those really crappy orders stay on there and they cycle and they cycle and they cycle. And I just laugh. I'm like, hopefully they'll figure this out. But it seems like ever since they took over DDI or bought out DDI, whatever it was, it seems like it's gone downhill. And like they're trying to, and a company is trying to make more money, but a company like Walmart should support their drivers a little bit because it's not costing them anything. You know that. They're going to make money regardless. But you would think that they would try to take care of their drivers a little better and not worry so much about making every little penny that they can pinch out of somebody. But it's really looking like that. And, DoorDash is big and they're doing it. I was watching Hannibal, and he had a video on Deliver That. If y'all are in a bigger city, you might check into that because it sure sounds good. I went ahead and started the sign up process, but the closest place I can go is Dallas. But, if there was, I'm not against going to Dallas and working for a day. It's only 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes from here. So, I mean, if you could make $45 to $60 an hour, I'll be down there. I'll deal with a little bit of traffic for that kind of money. Oh, I was going to start back doing Spark when it gets close to the holiday. Yeah, everybody says that it's going to pick up. But the thing of it is, and it's somebody commented on the Reddit about that I posted about it picking up, and I thought we're not really having an issue of the quantity of orders; it's the quality of the orders. I mean, those orders are just coming in. How you doing, Miss Ellen? Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I think they're going downhill, but the amount of orders are still coming in. But the pay, somebody wrote that they're making half of what they were making. I'm not quite there, but it's gone down. That's a fact. You have to work harder and you have to work smarter. And you definitely can't worry about your acceptance rating now. I kind of go against the grain on that one because I even Emily kind of disagrees with me, but I really think the acceptance rating, there's some factors involved that kind of make it better to have a higher acceptance rating. You're still going to get orders and stuff, and I don't know. But anyway, it makes you feel good when all your numbers look good. But mine are shot. I'm down to 30% now. So, and it may be lower after today because I took a lot of orders today, but they were good orders. But about 5 o'clock this evening, they tanked, which was fine because I was about ready to shut down anyway. Because I'd start thinking about tomorrow and going out of town. But pay attention to when they got them bundled orders, the stacked orders, batched orders, whatever you want to call them. There's a different name. Everybody's got different names for it. When you have 2 orders, pay attention to how much those orders are actually paying. And then think about, and especially look at the item count. And I know for a fact there's some people sitting there with their finger hovering over their phone waiting to hit accept. And some of the junk that they're accepting is horrible. 70 and 80 items on one order and 50 and 60 items on the second order. And it's paying $12, $14. And the thing of it is, and that's what me and Emily was talking about today. It's kind of catchy because if you take a round robin order and it's paying, if it's only paying $16, okay, there's about a 90% chance $16 an hour is what you're going to make, because that one order is pretty much going to take your whole hour. By the time you get it picked up, or by the time you wait on it to get loaded, then get it delivered and all that, then it's time for the next round robin. Now, granted, that's what we were talking about. You might get a express order. You might get your regular round robin order picked up and delivered, and then an express order pops up, and you might can get it. Which, if it's $8 or $9, that makes, that's going to make it. If you want to go by the hour, that's going to make it $24 an hour, $26 an hour, whatever, which is good. But the thing of it is by the time you finish that express order, you probably missed the next hour for the round robins. So it kind of throws y'all off schedule. So basically, my recommendation is whatever you take, consider that is what you're going to make in an hour. That's the way I look at it. And there's certain situations where, like, you may get express orders coming in all day and really make some money, but odds of that going all day like that are very slim, but it could happen. I've seen them go for about 2 hours, 3 hours with just express orders back to back to back to back, but then it ends. And that's like somebody saying, well, I make $25 an hour flipping burgers. Okay, well, how many hours are you working? 15? You're going to make a living at $25 an hour? Sounds great. But if you're only working 15, maybe 20 hours, you ain't making nothing. So just think about how much you're making per hour, because you might get lucky and be able to pick up an Uber Eats order or a DoorDash order. But if you're not careful, that's going to throw your timing off on your Walmart deliveries and pickups and whatnot. It's tough, and it's getting where we're really going to have to watch it and really have to work the number and work the system, and like others have said, let the apps work for you, and that's true. But before, up until a month ago, with Spark, you pretty much could take whatever and you're making good money. But it's going downhill. Just don't take crap that is going to make you making $9 or $10 an hour. Because if you're making $9 or $10 a delivery and it takes you an hour, by the time you subtract your gas, your wear and tear on your car, not to mention the wear and tear on your back from carrying water and everything else, you ain't making nothing. You're almost better off not doing it at all. Going back to DoorDash for $2.50 orders. At least you can get 4 or 5 of those done in an hour. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say on this live, is and to see if y'all are experiencing the same things, because it sure seems like it's going down. And people have said that what they call that, the honeymoon time. I think UDM made mention of different apps having their honeymoon period, and I guess Spark. I was hoping Spark wouldn't be the same, since it was Walmart, and Walmart, being big and stuff. It might be different, but I don't know. It's not looking good. Still better than DoorDash and the rest of them for now, but it is what it is. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, I still have all these other apps, and I will go back to doing them. And I'm not above going back to the W-2 job if things get completely bad. I don't want to. I just need a few more years before I can draw Social Security. So I'm trying to hang in there. Let me get back into the chat right here, because I've been kind of got on a little rant right there, but I was just trying to get it out there for the people that's watching the replay, because most everybody that I see are veteran drivers, and they already know all this. So a lot of this is just mainly just to see if it's the same in y'all's area, but to maybe help some newer drivers. I don't know. That's what we're all here for, is to help each other and share the knowledge and share what we know, and maybe it'll help somebody else. All right, get back here. She says, Bud Soda, after this, you should be watching your interview with her. Yeah, I'm going to be well, I might watch that on the road, because I'm lucky. I have somebody that does most of the driving. Usually my entire life, I've done most of all the drive. I like to drive, but it's nice. From here to Amarillo, I could care less about. Ain't nothing to see. But when you get out past Dalhart and cross over into, Tex line over on the New Mexico, Texas line, from there on out, you start seeing a few different things. And that's where I enjoy not having to drive and be able to sightsee. It's cool. It's nice. I enjoy that. So I'm thankful for that. So thank you, Emily. After this, you should watch Delivering with Ellen and Steve after Brandon lives. I'm going to watch your video with Harry. Yeah, I missed the live too, but I had to try to start getting everything ready for tomorrow. Does Gary's app work with Spark? Not yet. He has mentioned, I don't know if somebody answered you already, but if they haven't, he has mentioned getting things. My mom just texted me, talking about getting some information together so he can adapt the apps into for Spark. Okay, so it was July when we were up there, and she didn't tell me how old I was. She's texting me. Anyway, yeah, it was July when I was up there. I think I was 8 or 9. There's people who do desperate things. What are you talking about? Going back to W2? I don't know what y'all talking about, but anyway. Totally worth watching. Really smart. Oh, okay. Steve says no Spark. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Steve, hasn't he mentioned trying to get some more information and data gathered for Spark, and maybe adapt something into the, like maybe the Maximo app? If y'all, here's a plug for Gary Middleton's apps, which I use the Maximo app because I don't do a lot of DoorDash, and that's what the app is more geared towards, I think. And Maximo's geared more towards Uber Eats and Uber Rideshare as well, and Grubhub. So those are good apps. And Steve put a link in there if y'all don't have those apps and you're interested in. You can have. I think he's got a 30-day free trial that you can try them. And I think that the biggest thing I like about it is you can set filters in there, and it will automatically. It doesn't go into their system like some previous apps in the app world has done. It don't go into their system. It just looks at what you're looking at. It's like I don't know if y'all know what macros are, but it's like a macro. If you put this and it does that, it will do this. It sounds crazy, but that's what it is. You can set filters to accept orders that are only $6 and above, and for $2 a mile, and only with a 20-mile limit or a 5-mile limit, whatever you want to put in. Anyway, go over and check out his apps. They're worth looking at. Let me scroll back up here. I agree with you, Brandon. Spark has went to the toilet here in Oklahoma. It has here, and I have made a post on Reddit, and I don't know where all those folks are from, but there's a lot of people that are getting really put out with Walmart Spark. The lady I talked to today referred to it as Walmart Driver, not Walmart Spark. So there may be something coming up soon, or a name change. I don't know. And then she may have just said that, just talking. I don't take anything under $18 curbside, and the app has now become my third app and is used to be my number one. So far, it's my first one. Most of the orders, surprisingly, the orders I got today, they were coming in pretty decent. Most of them was like, I think I took one $16 order. Well, I can tell you. Let me go back. Completed. $16.81, $24, 26.31, and 26. That's the amount they were, and I haven't seen. That's the first time I've seen those good of orders consistently in a couple of weeks. But they were alcohol and they had some miles involved, so you got to pay attention to those miles and remember what goes up must come down. You go here, you got to come back to here, or at least get in this vicinity. You don't have to be in the Walmart parking lot, but that is helping because there's so many Walmart drivers. Now you pretty much have to be in the proximity because they do go by proximity. We all know that one. Used to, you didn't have to worry about it too much, but there's so many drivers now. You really do. I have made some money on the Favor app, but it's a gamble that don't show your total delivery. Yeah, that's what I didn't like about Favor. And when I started Favor a couple of years ago, I got some pretty cool ones. They were like picking up cowboy boots at the Western Wear store and taking somebody. But I was also getting a lot of alcohol and tobacco orders about 3 o'clock in the afternoon during the school year. And I didn't like that. I didn't want to have to deal with some belligerent, foul-mouthed teenagers getting mad because I wouldn't give them the beer and cigarettes that they'd ordered. So pretty much, I still have Favor on my phone, but or an account with Favor, but I don't know. Supposedly, what one is it? Skipcart. Skipcart is supposed to have picked up. I haven't tried it lately. If y'all have Skipcart in your area, you may give it a try. Dale Bowen, how you doing? Keep your W-2. Keep your W-2 jobs or your retirement. Work gig work on the side. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a W-2 job anymore, and unfortunately, I took out my 401 because I was in dire need. Life happens. So, Rideshare Rodeo, that wasn't a rant. That was just a keeping it real. Okay. Good deal. The way Gary was talking, I don't think he is going to do an app for Spark because he said they are round robins. Oh, okay. It seems like you could go in there and set some filters in there, kind of like with Uber Eats. But I'm going to leave Gary Middleton Technologies and Brandon Smith Technologies is not. I can build you a desktop computer, but when you want to start creating apps, that's out of my league. I'll leave that to the smart fellas like Gary. I was talking about people. Yeah. If I really think, and I don't know, they've tried this for a long time with DoorDash to convince everybody not to take the crap orders and make DoorDash notice it. And I really wish they would do that with Spark, but it's probably going to turn out to be just like it has with DoorDash and not make one bit of difference. I don't think anybody grew one gray hair in DoorDash corporate office because 5,000 people quit taking orders because there was 5 million people there to take the orders. And that's the problem. And I am not in for, I know a while back, government involvement. And I'm not for that either. And if y'all, Rideshare Rodeo has a lot of different things on his channel and on his lives and stuff. But Steve over there, and he's in the chat right now, a lot of the videos and lives and stuff he is part of and does are more, a lot of it is into the more of the legalities and the know, I guess, in the know. Is that what they say? Anyway, and a while back there was, I can't even remember, the federal government, whatever it is wanting to kind of get involved in these gig apps, and I'm afraid if it does, it's going to go downhill quickly, a lot quicker than what we're going to want, and probably so fast our heads will spin. Anyway, here we go. Y'all check out Steve's channel if you want to throw your link in there, Steve. Everybody here probably already is on your channel, but somebody might watch the replay that hasn't watched you. So y'all check out Steve's channel. The dive, yeah. I use the Maximo, and when I do turn them on, and Gary's Flex Alert is free to Amazon Flex drivers. I wish we could get that here, but you know what I have been noticing is we're getting shipped advertisement and they're kind of throwing some advertisement into the local area. We don't have shipped here, but maybe it's kind of looking like they might be moving in. And I guarantee there's going to be a lot of Spark drivers that will gladly sign up for shipped, and I'm one of them. From my understanding, I watch, if y'all watch Gig Mom, she did a lot of shipped and Amazon Flex videos, and it seems like shipped is basically like Spark, only for Target. That's kind of what I've gathered, but I don't know. Lisa says, I haven't been doing a lot of Spark lately. The orders aren't there anymore. Same here, Brandon. I'm lucky when I can keep my phone running. Haven't seen Gary in the chats lately. Hope he's all right. Sure, he's been busy. I think he's does a lot of live streaming with Steve, and I saw him on somebody else's live stream the other day, but I can't remember. Walmart is a $1 billion company. Do you think they really care about it? Nope, not one bit. However, they don't care about 400 or 500 drivers, or probably 4,000 or 5,000 drivers. But if they start talking about all their delivery drivers, they'd have to care about that one. Problem is, you can't organize that many people and everybody stick with it. So, no, it wouldn't do any good. Just like with the DoorDash, what they tried to do, strike, a DoorDash strike, that was a joke. I mean, it's not a joke what the people are trying to get done, but the fact that it's not going to help anything. You get mad on the job and walk off the job because you think you deserve more, and you probably do deserve more. and you think the company thinks you should think more of, you think the company should think more of you, most companies could care less because they got 10 more people to take your spot just waiting in line, and they can probably pay them less. And that's what these gig apps are doing. They've got 100 more people waiting in line to take our spots that will take these, like with DoorDash, these 250 orders, and Spark 650 orders. They have those. So people trying to organize something, a strike or whatever, it'll never work. I said it when I first started hearing about it. It's a good ideal. Well, I mean, their ideals are good and what they're standing for is good, but it's just not going to happen. You got too many people that will not follow suit. Anyway, Massachusetts is going to be a very strange starting January 1st, 2023, like nothing we have seen. Oh boy, that's what I'm telling y'all. If y'all want to know some political news and the new news and be in the know of a lot of these different gig apps and different situations, you need to watch Steve over Rideshare Radio because the man keeps up with all that stuff. I can't keep up with it, and it's kind of like watching the news. To me, it's depressing, and I got enough crap in my life. I don't want to add more to it. You can catch him on Thursday at Roundtable and Sunday Monday. Blazer Gary, that's cool. Spark in Oklahoma has been bad the last month. Lots of offers around $1 a mile. Is there any other app I could start working? If you have shipped, you may check on that. And I don't know where at in Oklahoma you are, but Hannibal is Hungry did a video, and I think it was actually UDM because there was a link down there in Hannibal's description linking to some videos that UDM had done on an app called Deliver That. It's like a catering app. And if you live, I believe Oklahoma City was on that list, but I can't remember. And the closest place to me is Dallas. And then there's Houston and San Antonio. And there was El Paso. I remember seeing those, but Dallas is the closest one. But some of them was, from what I've watched and read, some of the orders can be $45 an hour to $60 an hour. And, if you can commute 120, 130 miles for the afternoon or the day, it may well be worth it. That's why I went ahead and signed up. I just got to do a motor vehicle. I guess they make you pay for your own background or driving record and send that in. So, and Houston, I think I said Houston, but they're in Houston too. Oh yeah, Curry. I signed up for Curry, but nobody does Curry here. I think any company would be glad to have you. I think you're a wonderful person. I don't know if that was for me or for somebody else, but either way, that was a nice gesture towards whoever it was towards. It's been fun show, Dash and Grandpa, but I need to go talk some crap with Mr. Flex. All right. I appreciate you dropping by. Enjoy it. Because there is a lot of crap slinging over there sometimes, but it's very entertaining. That's a fact. Blaze of Glory, Curry videos on my channel. If Curry is Rideshare Rodeo's #1 app, I believe. I signed Oklahoma City is on that list. Oh, okay. I thought it was, but I wasn't real sure. Shipped is absolutely horrible in Green Bay. Huh. Jerry does DoorDash. I don't know. The only one that I've watched videos on that does ship, I think, is Gig Mom, and she's down in Florida. But she does a lot of different ones. So I don't know. Maybe it's not that great down there. But, if we could get something like that up here in Wichita Falls, I would definitely sign up for it and give it a try. I'm going to try it when I'm down there because we don't have Deliver That here. Like I said, I started, it's kind of you got to watch videos and do little questions, but you can listen to the video and answer the questions as they're going through them. And most of them's pretty simple anyway. But you have to submit a motor vehicle record and what was the other thing you had to submit? I'd have to go back and look. There was something else you have to submit. Oh, well, your tax information. You have to submit that, but I guess I'll have to send off for a motor vehicle record, and I think you can do it through them, and it was like $9. So when I get back from vacation, I'll probably go ahead and do it, and they may not accept me because I may be too far from the Dallas area, but I don't know. They might, but anyway, yeah, I would sign up for Deliver That and Curry. I signed up for Curry and wouldn't ever hear anything from him. And I read on somebody's comment on one of Steve's videos or somebody's videos that said that they had emailed Curry and wound up getting them to manually add them onto the Curry. So I thought I'd try it. I did. And I got added. So I am a Curry driver that does not deliver for Curry because there is nobody that has any kind of contracts or delivers with Curry in my area. I left that app left it on 24/7 for like 2 months. Absolutely nothing. But I am signed up for it. So if I ever go to a town, if I went to Denver or somewhere, anyway. National Theory TV does lots of great shipped videos. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I think I had first heard about it through Gig Mom, but if we actually do get shipped here, I'll be checking on some videos, that's for sure. And I'll be doing some videos probably. Trust me, ship is shit. I was in Spark. Yeah, that's not too bad a language. That's fine. I don't know. It's very disappointing that Spark is going down like it is. And maybe with all there's changes going on between the transition from one company to another company, maybe it's causing a lot of issues and pay models changes and whatnot. And I'm going to stick with them. I'm not going to give up. And I don't suggest anybody else give up on it. If you have an app that you like, stick with it, but make sure you got other apps going or have them ready to go by just turning them on. Unfortunately, you can't do DoorDash like that here because you can't ever get on. But anyway, whatever you do, don't sell yourself short on whatever app offers or whatever delivery offers you get because remember, it's your gas, your wear and tear on your car, your wear and tear on your body, and you can't make $20 if you're on an $8 order. So don't sell yourself short. You're better than that. I'm fixing to get out of here myself, Mr. Steve, and I'm going to be heading up your way in about 12 hours. Now, Pedro, bet on yourself, president of the gig workers. What are you doing? Did Pedro jump in here? I didn't see Pedro. If Pedro's in here, howdy, howdy. Have a night, great night. I'll text you Friday and see where you're at in Colorado. At Drive Safe and Friends. Okay. All right. I will have my phone on and we'll be heading up that way in the morning. This says DoorDash, Uber, and Rideshare. I went. Okay. I don't think Pedro's here. I think maybe you're just writing that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You ain't bother me. I kind of I was doing the rideshare a few times for the military base, but with my air conditioner situation in my car, I quit doing it because I didn't want to put somebody in the back seat where it was warm. It was fine going down the highway, but when you're in town and stopping at red lights and whatnot, it started getting kind of warm. However, since we're kind of getting into the fall months, it's starting to cool off. I'll probably start doing a few more ride shares. And if y'all do Uber Eats, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, but if you do Uber Eats and you do Uber X, the rideshare part of Uber, you will get like if they have a, what do they call that? The extra pay, peak pay for rideshare, it will also apply to Uber Eats, the food delivery, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I have heard. But I don't know that to be fact. I just had a screen pop up. I don't know what that was about. Maybe I hit a cord. Anyway. Oh, okay. So if they have a $5 peak pay for rideshare per order or for delivery, you get that on. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I was getting them. But after you quit doing the rideshare for, I don't know, a couple of weeks or whatever, if you don't do any rideshare, then they remove that from Uber Eats. I do know that. So I guess just do a couple of ride shares a week and stay delivering food if that's what you want to do. But like I said, when it starts getting cooler, I may start doing a few more of the ride shares. Well, you know, I got enchiladas last night, and apparently they thought I was ordering two orders. I said I wanted two enchiladas, but I got one tray with two enchiladas, and then I got a second tray with two enchiladas. So as soon as I get through here, I'm going to heat up those enchiladas. So you think a chili dog, man? I'm going to be looking for the one of those uh, omeprazole or whatever. It's an acid reducer. I'll be taking some. I had to take them now before I even eat that. Anyway, I got to get out of here, folks, and go pack up my suitcase and eat my enchiladas and get ready for a road trip. So I got a video already scheduled and everything that will be coming out Friday. And I have another video that I was going to do for Monday, but I really don't know if I'm going to have time to edit it. So there may not be a Monday video because we're going to be on vacation and I'm not going to edit no videos while I'm on vacation. I may video, but I'm not going to be working on editing videos. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy whatever it is you're doing in life and be happy. Don't sell yourself short on these orders. Make them pay you for what you're worth. Decline them. Reject them. Whatever you got to do. Just get your money's worth out of it because it's your money. I sign up 40 rides on the weekend and rides and eats both count towards my 40. 40 rides. That's a lot of rides. All righty. Well, I appreciate you. Like I said, I appreciate y'all coming by, and y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something because you're going to grow old and fat and lazy like me. Okay, maybe I'm not that old, and maybe I'm just a little bit lazy. But anyway, you get my point. Don't sit there and become a hermit. Get out there and enjoy life and be nice to one another. That's about all I got for tonight. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Y'all have a good one. And thanks again for coming by. Bye now.